Hello, my loves. It's T here with Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you another gentle message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, as always, my sweets. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's figure out what's going on here. Let's tap into the collective. Okay, so I'm just kind of getting like, what's going on around you? Like, this is a general. Always remember, this is a general read. This general read will not apply to everybody. Not everything that I speak of is going to apply to you or to your past or your current or possible upcoming situations. Okay, I just want this to be a kind of like a little update to what spirit wants you to know is going on around you, what's happening. So if you were looking for clarity on a past situation, if you're kind of like, what's going on, what direction should I go in, or what's coming up, I'm kind of just going to leave it open and let spirit just talk about in general, whatever general messages need to come forward about what's happening around you. Okay, like what's happening around you and what you need to know about this particular situation. Okay, so spirit is saying that they want me to divide it up into two groups. So I guess we'll do a group A and a group B. Okay, so we'll do a group A and a group B. We'll go ahead and start on group A. Okay, so group A, what's happening around you? Wow, that was really quick. Death. So it's a transformation happening. There's a um, transformational aspect that spirit says that they want to highlight to you right now. You are stepping into a brand new cycle in your life and a brand new happiness. There is a lot of happiness and that's happening around you, a lot of possibilities opening up, a lot of new doorways, new pathways. I feel like you're feeling really in your confidence. You're feeling very enlightened. For some of you, there also might be a mentor or a spiritual guide that you're going to come into contact with, whether that be in person, online, through a book, through some kind of content or something this person has produced. You're going to come into contact with that person. I also think that you're developing your own spiritual prowess, your own spiritual confidence. There's also an evolution here happening physically for you. I feel like you're going to have a lot of people looking at you differently, listening to you differently, speaking about you differently, speaking to you differently. There's a huge transformation happening here, and you're kind of on this glow up with this sun and this Queen of Wands energy. There's this glow up transformational energy. You're also transmuting a lot of past pain and healing a lot of a lot of energies inside of you from your past, whether it be past life karma or whether it be just karma from your past in this life as well. I feel like a little bit of combination of both. I also feel like some of you might not really want to hear this, but I feel like instinctively some of you are going to know who this is for. Okay, for you, Pile One group one. Okay. There are some people, some close friends in your inner circle that are going to be changing out. You're going to be falling away from these people, and it's going to just kind of happen naturally. Like I don't see this being like a big catastrophe. I don't see there being like a big fight breaking out or anything like that. There's just distance, natural distance happening between you and a group of people, and like that's just spirit's way of going. Those people will be in your life when they're supposed to, and they'll not be around when they're also not supposed to be. Things are balancing out here. I feel like for some of you, specifically, there is a particular person in this group of people that you are breaking away from who has been collaborating or talking about you behind your back about something. I'm getting that it's false, that it's kind of a lie, but this person believes that it's real. They really believe that it's real. And they're kind of painting this version of you in their head. They're believing a lie. I don't know if this is a lie they told themselves or it's their own insecurities speaking up to them about a particular situation. But I'm getting that they're misreading the situation, but they are really convinced that you have done this, or that you're trying to do this, or that you're trying to go against them in some type of way. I'm hearing breakup. They could think that you're trying to break up the group, or break them away, or isolate them, or break up a relationship or a friendship or something like that that's happening with them. I'm hearing blessing blocker. This person having this kind of mindset about you, and you still kind of collaborating with this person or hanging out with them, even though they have. It's giving me this whole like, like there are people talking about you behind your back. Some of it's good, but there's one particular person that's talking really nastily about you behind your back, and you still associating with this person is putting like a bad look. It's a bad look. It has other people looking at you like, for some of you, it has other people looking at you like you're kind of foolish. Like, you still call this person your friend, but they talk so much shit about you behind your back. They have all this to say about you behind your back, And it kind of like, there are some people that look at it that are like, that's really sad. It's really sad that you don't realize who this person really is, or that you don't know what's actually really happening. Some of them definitely, it makes them look at this person very differently. It makes them look at this person very two-faced, like very like at a very kind of two-faced, like I kind of don't like that. So there's like different reactions. Like there's one person that's like in so there's like several people in your friend group. There's one person that is very, very behind this person. They're like, yes, I believe you, I trust you. If you say this is happening, I trust that. And they look at you very differently. They look at you like you're kind of a fool for thinking that this person is still your friend. There's other people, it's particularly one other person that's like, this seems really wrong. This seems like not very right. This doesn't seem like this person would really do this. Like, maybe you're kind of looking a little too deeply into this. Maybe it really wasn't what you thought that it was. I don't feel like this person's going to say anything, because they're not the type of friend that's going to like speak up or say anything about either one of you, or to either one of you about it, really. But in their mind, they're like, that doesn't seem like something that you would do, right? They're like, collective, this doesn't seem like something collective would do for real. Like, and it seems like you're being a little paranoid to this other person. Like, maybe you should kind of just let it go, or forgive them, or move on. It doesn't really seem that deep. But this person also seems like they're dealing with a lot of things going on in their own life. So they're kind of like taking precedence. They're kind of just like, I'm just not going to get involved with this. But they also think that it's kind of sad, because they feel like this misunderstanding might end up breaking up your friend group. There's also somebody else that's leaning more towards your side, but they're the person that's like, this is sad. Like, it's sad that you feel this way. You call this person your friend, but you're talking all this crap about them. But yet, if you really feel that way about them, why wouldn't you just make a move and like not hang out with them anymore? Like, why do you still call this person your friend? Why do you still invite them out? Why do you still invite them around? There's another particular person that's hearing this from the outside that's like, you guys are childish, or you guys are kind of like, are you guys actually really real friends? It's kind of weird. But I'm hearing that it's all on a misunderstanding. Like, it's all a misunderstanding. Like, you might have said something, or you might have done something that made this person feel a type of way about it, about something that you did. And instead of coming forward and being honest with you about it, I mean, the truth is this person obviously isn't your friend, or they're too insecure about it. It's like, but they also have insecurities about it, which is why they don't talk about it. Like, there's a range. Like, some of them are just like, I don't care. Like, I'll just be two-faced, and I'll keep this person around anyway. And some of them, this person that feels this way about you, some of them, they're like, they're in their own insecurities. Like, is it real? I don't know. I don't want to end this friendship and break up a friend circle. I'm just hearing, I'll just not include you. I'll just not include you. We'll just not invite you out. I'll just not mention you. But in their mind, they're like, I feel like, for some of you, it's like this person has expressed to like one particular person that's in the group, that's in the y'all's group together, and those two together have been like, is this really happening? I'm not sure. Is this real? Like, I don't know. But it feels like this other person is very ready. The person that they confess to is very ready to kind of like throw you under the bus. So it feels like an insecurity was put into one friend's mind. They went to another friend, and this other friend was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I'm hearing drama starter, or like, yeah, like that totally, I bet that totally is what it is. I bet they did totally do that. I bet they are totally trying to do that. So this person goes back and forth between maybe they can't do it, and then being reaffirmed by this other person that's in the group that know that you probably are doing what they said, and that it's not just in their mind, or it's not just in their head. So this person is kind of going back and forth, but it's not to a head so much, or the issue's not so big that they're like gonna confront you about it, or that they're gonna say something to you about it, or that they're actually gonna bring it up, because they have no proof. It's just like a feeling that they have, and they're like, is this real? And I'm getting that it's not. I'm getting that whatever they think you're trying to do, or whatever they thought that you were trying to do, like, you weren't really trying to do that. Like, that wasn't what you were trying to do, or that they're misinterpreting something that you said, or something that you did, and it's not actually what's going on. I feel like also this friend group, or this group of people, or these could be also coworkers. They're very insecure about the glow up that you're going through. It's like they're just showing, my spirit guides are showing like question marks in my mind. Like, they're just, what's happening? Like, they don't understand the spiritual glow up, or the spiritual evolution that you're going through, and or like the physical evolution that you're going through. They don't get it. They just don't understand. But Spirit is saying that there is, it's like once you decide to okay, to kind of be like, okay, I'm gonna let this be what it is, and you realize who these people really are, and there's a light shine on this situation. I also feel like some of them feel like there is this light shining on you, and it kind of intimidates them or irritates them in a way. Not so much where they like hate you, but it's very subconscious. It's very deep inside these people. It makes them feel like they don't know how to handle what's going on. They're kind of like, they feel like you're changing, and so they feel like they're kind of losing you as a friend, but they also feel like energetically everybody can feel what's going on here, but physically it's manifesting in different people in different ways. Yeah. And it's kind of like a headache. Like your spirit guides are like, this is a headache. Like just detach from this situation because it's not serving you. Um, you know, the truth will out. You know, it will become obvious over time. I'm hearing for some of you, you're going to get into a relationship and it's going to be obvious to this person. If it was a person that was like, that thought that you were trying to like break up their like break up something in their life, if they thought you were trying to break up, when you get in a new relationship, it's going to become very obvious to this person that like you weren't trying to like break them up with their significant other or their partner or their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it was. Like for some of them, they thought that you were trying to make a move on their partner or try to make a move on their family, or I don't know, something. Energetically, I also feel like you could have been purging some issues that you have around this person. And this person energetically definitely picked up on it. And in them picking up on it, their interpretation is that I feel like this person is doing something sneaky behind my back. And so they jump to try. It's like this person is very much so. Um, I'm trying to say this in a way. I'm just gonna say this like how it's kind of coming out. This person is not as spiritually evolved as you are, so it's like they don't have the context. They don't know. They don't have the spiritual knowledge that you have to understand and to understand like, oh, like you might feel this and then understand, oh, I'm purging these emotions. I'm letting this go. I'm just spiritually, I'm moving on. I'm evolving out of this connection, or it's serving its purpose. To this other person, it feels like you're betraying them in some kind of way, or you're changing, and it's kind of making them want to reject you. And in this rejection, it's like they're finding like in their brain or their spirit is trying to find an excuse to cling on to about why they want to reject. Spiritually, they feel like they want to reject you. And so their brain, their 3D consciousness self is trying to find a reason to understand why they suddenly feel like they need to reject you. And so they're like, is this happening? Is that happening? Are they talking about me behind my back? Are they, um, you know, it's like it's just a difference in spiritual understanding. And it's not like this person is not smart or not, but it's like this disconnect spiritually, right? Like this person is becoming kind of like I don't want to necessarily say like a karmic connection, but I do feel like this person is making a lot of karmic choices in their life, and it's kind of like their karmic debt is building while your karmic debt is lessening, right? Their karmic debt is building while yours is lessening. Like there's a different distribution between the two of you, or between you and this group of people, of karmic choices. Are, it's just like it's you know some people are meant to stay in our lives for a certain amount of time, and then once you reach like a certain level, new people are supposed to come into your life. So I feel like that's just kind of, that's the evolution of what's happening here. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, exactly as I said. So, Eight of Pentacles, things are not really working out here in this situation. There is not, your energy vibrations are just not working together in the same way they're used to. They're showing me somebody where it's like your energy is like flowing and rippling in the same way, and then it's like all of a sudden your energy is going like this while their energy is still going like that. So it's like clashing. It's that's clashing instead of going in the same way is what they're showing me. So instead of you guys going in the same way, you're clashing now, and it's kind of like creating like this energetic distance where the two of you are just energetically being pushed apart. So, and I definitely feel like with the devil energy here, there definitely is some type of, there is some type of obsession that's happening here too, with this person like continuously, like it's a reoccurring thought that keeps happening with this person. Like, is this happening? Is it happening? For some of them, it's like, is this person betraying me? Are they betraying me? Are they going against my back? Are they sneaking around and doing something behind my back? What is it? What is it? What is it? And it's like, so their 3D self is trying to come up with a reason why this energetic clashing is happening. Like I said before. So there is definitely a letting go of this situation here. I really feel like you held this person really close to your heart. They could have been a really good friend or a family member or a partner for a really long time, or you really got along with it. But it's kind of like when people do that whole like you've changed thing, like, oh, you've changed and I don't know if I jive with this new person you're changing into, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm changing in a different direction. So it's not like there's necessarily like a bad person or a person that's wrong in this situation, right? You're just different now. So things just aren't the same that they used to be, but there is definitely some kind of karmic tie this person is choosing to stay in. There's some kind of whether or not, it's really giving me like karmic mindset. There's a karmic mindset that this person chose to stay in, so things just aren't jiving between the two of you anymore. This person is walking a different path, which we're all walking different paths, but at one point, like I said, the two of you were kind of walking a similar path. Now you're diverging, and your energies are just pushing each other apart, further and further apart from each other. So, that just kind of is what it is. And I think there is a grand releasing or letting go, especially out of the heart chakra. Yeah, you might kind of just have woke up one day, or you might wake up one day in the future and you're just like, it's kind of giving me this feeling like all the negative things that this person does that maybe perhaps in the past you overlooked or you kind of made excuses for, you're kind of like, they're like shoved right in your face, and you're like, the same thing could be happening for that person. So that could be how spirit or your spirit guides are like energetically pushing the two of you apart, because it's like highlighting all the ways that you don't get along anymore in some kind of way. You're like, yeah, there is a karmic feel to this though, definitely. So there is a karmic feel for this for you, as well as to make sure that you are purging, that you're forgiving, that you're letting go, that you're accepting this person as they are and not vilifying them as you release from them. So make sure that you're not doing that as well. Make sure that you're not vilifying this person. I feel like it's really hitting you really hard, because you're like, wow, this person's a really close friend, or they've been in my life for a long time, or it hurts me to think that I would betray them, or that I would, for you might be like, oh my God, like, why would you think I would come in between you and your partner, or you and your kids, or you and whoever? Like, why would you think I would do that? Like, is that the type of person that you really think that I am? And so it might have really hurt you. I really feel like too, this person's having a lot of dreams. They could be having nightmares about this situation manifesting in a way. But it's a really heavy karmic energy between you and this person. Yeah, but like I said, it's built on a lie, because I feel like the two of you are balancing out, being really close, like family or friends or something like that. But there is a lie here that that this person has convinced themselves, or you've convinced yourself of, in this situation. Can this situation be resolved? Like, what? Yes, I feel like the karma between the two of you will be resolved. The dark energy will be resolved, but it's kind of a feeling of, well, the two, like, yeah, you two will be friendly to each other again. You will forgive each other. You'll move on. Yeah, but there is a moving on. It's like at a distance. This person might move away, or you might move away, or like energetically moving away from each other, right? Yeah. That Nine of Swords just fell on the ground. So there is this feeling of like you energetically moving away, or physically moving away from each other. And like I said, there will be a point where something happens where this person is like, oh, it'll kind of just come to this person like, oh, like, I can't believe I thought that. Like, clearly this person wasn't trying to do that. Like, oh, And I feel like it will be a moment of growth for this person, where they will have a chance to look in at themselves and go, oh, this was a karmic situation. Or they might not say this is a karmic situation, but they were just like, why did I believe this lie about my friend? I need to examine my paranoia about this certain type of thing, or I need to examine, why. It will be a possibility for this person to examine like why they reacted the way that they did, and to kind of reflect on their own choices and their own actions. And definitely it will be an activation, like a possible spiritual activation in this person, or a possible, where they let go of a toxic mindset or something, where they come more closely in touch with their true intuition, and not so much their ego, which is what I feel like is feeding them, which I feel like is this energy right here, where it's like ego, like an ego tie here, that's trying to, I feel like the situation is setting up an ego death for this person, and for you, possibly around friendship, or around trust, or around some kind of situation. So it all has its purpose, like everything else. The separation, the temporary, I feel like for a lot of you it will be a temporary situation. And like I said, there will be something that happens, an event that happens in the future for you. This person will be like, oh, like, clearly that's not what they were trying to do. Or they'll come to a realization at some point where it's like, oh, I need to let this go, or I need to move on. And clearly that's not. But all of this is happening to bring this person, whoever this person is, closer. So send them blessings, or send them, pray for them, hope that they can make the right decision for themselves, that they know that you do care about them, that your relationship's not really like that. But I do feel like there is still a sense of letting go that still has to happen here. One person is definitely leaving. This is a person, Knight of Wands, is a person that's passionately leaving a situation, right? So I do feel like you'll carry on with your life. This person will carry on with their life, and at some point into the future, maybe a few months, a few weeks, not weeks, months to like a year or so in the future, it's going to be very clear to this person that what they thought was happening wasn't actually happening, and that it was really them projecting some kind of issue that they needed to work on onto you. So it's going to be, and it's not like, I really think that what's happening is the separation, or this time, this argument, or whatever it is that happens, this questioning of this friendship, or this questioning of this relationship between the two of you, is going to eventually bring about a possibility for an evolution for this person in their mind. So Spirit is saying you are playing like that kind of activation role right now. Your spiritual awakening, your glow up, your transformation is activating transformations in other people around you. But at the same time, some people are going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yes, let me be inspired by you, and let me glow up alongside of you. And then some people are going to push you away. It's going to challenge their ego. It's going to challenge they're going to project issues onto you, or project issues that is actually things that's happening inside of them onto this relationship, or onto what's happening. Now, I'm not saying that you didn't say something, or that you didn't do something. I'm just saying that this person is kind of misinterpreting what you actually said, or how you actually feel about the situation, or how you even feel about it could have changed in the meantime. But this person, very much so, is like viewing you from their own lens. It's giving me big, like you said something and it meant one thing to you, but it meant another thing to this person. And this person kind of clung on to like the pain, or the hurt, or the ego response that they had on what you said or what you did. And so it's kind of lingering. It's been lingering, and now it's manifesting around this transformational energy that you're going through. So again, like, you're inspiring transformation of things to happen around you. And that's kind of, the situation that's happening for you right now. So if some of you are like, well, why is me and this friend, things eventually will balance out between the two of you. I think eventually, I think of like a few years from now, it'll be like both of you will be very different in very different circumstances, and your relationship will be, I'm hearing that for some of you, your relationship's going to be closer than ever. You might spiritually, emotionally, Physically, you might be further apart, but spiritually, emotionally, the two of you will be very close. I'm hearing for some of you, it'll turn into a relationship where you talk to this person on a daily basis. Like you talk to this person on a daily basis, and they're that person that you call on the way home from work or something like that. When you're doing this, where you check in, you're like, hey, how are you? How have you been doing? What's going on with you guys today? Oh, you guys are doing this. Oh, that's so fun. Or oh yeah, I feel like, yeah, Spirit is saying that this relationship will be restored, but it will be different. It will be different because the both of you would have went through spiritual evolution on the other side of it. And that's what happened for the majority of you. For a few of you, like one or two, Spirit saying this person might choose not to evolve or might choose to take the situation in a different direction. But I mean, either way, that's their choice. But for the majority of you, the situation eventually will be resolved. There is just a temporary situation or temporary separation that needs to happen between the two of you so that the two of you can energetically align. It's like a temporary separation so that the two of you can energetically align again into the future. So this person will come back into your life. So if some of you are like having a really hard time, like with this Nine of Swords, like feeling really heavy and like, no, this person's like a really good friend, like, or my best friend, or like, you know, my sister or something like that. It's like we're so close and I don't want, it's like Spirit is saying, don't fret about it, right? Spirit will handle it. They understand. They're receiving your prayers. They know that you're asking for the situation to be resolved. And it will be resolved. It just is going to be resolved in divine time because this person needs to go through an evolution just like you are. And temporarily, your two evolutions are separating you from each other. And right here in the back of this death card, I'm being drawn to look at this boat that's back here in the back, and it's reminding me of the Three of Wands, like being at a separation from each other and waiting for ships eventually to come in the future, right? Yeah. So there's definitely a movement. It's for a lot of you. It's giving me a big like. I don't feel like it's like I don't feel like you're moving. For some of you, this could be like a roommate or somebody that you live with, so you could literally be moving out away from this person. But for many of you, it's giving me a situation here where it's like your work or just whatever you're doing, a relationship, something is going to pull you away from physically being close to this person. And in the absence, there's going to be a lot of transformation that happens in this person's life, as well as yours. And eventually the two of you will come back together. So yeah, Spirit's giving me like about 6 months to a year timeline. This will be resolved and it will be different because both of you will be in very vastly different places energetically as well as in your life circumstances. For some of you, I'm hearing this person might not even be in the relationship anymore because the fear, insecurity, or trust issues that were manifesting in this was example of a deeper problem in their own relationship, which really didn't have to do with you, right? Mind games. There was definitely mind games. Sick. Um, someone is sick. Protect yourself. Yeah. So I feel like this person is having this ego kind of death sickness or karmic sickness that's around them right now that they're having to deal with, which is why another reason why Spirit might be saying you need to separate away from this person. Long-term relationship, like I said, I feel like this has to do with a long-term relationship. I also feel like the two of you have been in a long-term relationship. This person is definitely your soulmate, and like I said, they're a friend. Your friends are here to help. Your spirit guides are saying, hey, we're here to help. We're separating you away from this person right now because you're at a different place in your evolution than they are. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person or anything like that. Like the two of you just need to evolve apart. You need to evolve in each other's absence right now. Yeah, I'm getting like slowing down, like it's causing resistance in your both of your evolution. So you need to let this person go right now. They're going to come back into your life, into the future. Movement. Something is happening, right? Big movement energy happening here. All right, well, group one, that's what I have for you right now. Let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below, okay? You're welcome, of course, to continue to watch this if you're interested in what's going to happen, what's happening in group two's life as well. Either one of them can apply to you. So let's go ahead and get into messages for group 2. Group 2 spirits. What is going on in group 2's life? 333 down on the real-time clock as I say this. So you are definitely, I'm hearing master number 33, or yeah, 333. I'm hearing big divinely guided changes are happening in your life right now. Golly. Yeah. I'm hearing 9. The number 9 might be very significant for you right now. Just a side note, Spirit wants to say somebody could be lying to you about an opportunity. It could be an opportunity that they're having. Like somebody is lying. Somebody is saying, this is just a little side note. It's not something major. It's not a major betrayal, but there is somebody in your life that's telling you, oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that or I have this or I have that. They don't have that. They don't have it. It's a lie. It's an opportunity that they're lying about. So it's giving me a very big, like big upping themselves. Like, yeah, I got this, I got that, I got that kind of money, or I got this, I got that. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. This person's not doing that. They're not doing that. Nowhere close. That's not happening. This is not reading to me. They very specifically want to say this is not reading as somebody is coming to you with an opportunity. Like, so this is not like a career opportunity or like a partnership opportunity or something. This could be somebody that you're looking at romantically, possibly, but it's like if you've just started talking to somebody, you're talking to a new friend, or you're talking to a coworker, or you're talking to like a new romantic interest or something like that, and this person is like, oh, I'm doing this or I got this. It's specifically around money. For some of you, it's around a car or around a job or how much money that they make. They're lying. They're lying about it. And this is just a confirmation because tarot is always a confirmation, but it's like if you got I feel like this person is lying. Yes, they were. They were lying. They were lying. Yeah. And I think Spirit is saying that you're going to really choose to be like, nah, I'm good. You were kind of getting a situation where it's like, it's going to be a situation where you're like talking to somebody and they're like, oh yeah, I got all this or I got all that. And you're like, I feel like they're lying, but I don't know. I don't know their life. Spirit is saying, yeah, they're lying. Okay, getting into the real message, okay, or not a real, but getting into the deeper message in this, okay, the World card. Somebody could be traveling. Somebody could be traveling towards you. There's definitely a new cycle opening up in your life. Also, I'm getting that somebody could get pregnant or somebody could be pregnant. Congratulations. Yeah. There is a lot of healing that's happening here. I feel like you're going through a transformational healing process right now with this 3 of Swords energy. Yeah. Ooh, look at you. 9 of Pentacles. Glowing up. Loving single life. Feeling good. Feeling independent. I feel like this is the new cycle that's coming in. You're healing a lot of codependency from your past. And it's like, it's giving me this big energy of like, I make my own money. I pay my own bills. I do my own thing. Like, I pay for this. I pay for my house. I pay for my car. I pay for my stuff. I pay for my groceries. I pay for, I pay my bill. I'm doing me, and I can do it, and I still have leftover too. I can do it all by myself. So this could tie in for somebody that, if you were talking to somebody and they were like, like, oh, I could give you the world, baby girl, or, oh, you need me. Somebody here is like, somebody's spirit guide's like, no, you don't. And in fact, that person is looking at you like you could give, like you're a leg up to them. So that's somebody here. Yeah. Listen to your intuition. Like I said, listen to your intuition. If you know that applies to you, you're definitely breaking out of some kind of like mental prison here, or some kind of illusions that you were in, right? 7 of Cups. There was some kind of delusions or illusions that you were in about something. There's some kind of confusion here that you're breaking out of. Possibly even some kind of depression or some kind of isolating period. So it's like you were in hermit mode to heal, to gather your abundance around you, and now it's kind of like there could have been an illusion of that you weren't as blessed, or that you weren't as independent, or that you weren't as, it's this feeling of like, I need something or I need someone else to complete me. But it's like, no, you're breaking away this codependency. You're like, no, I'm fine all by myself. Like, I got this. I can do this. I can handle this. I got the talents and the skills and whatever I need to get things done. And there's a big major heartbreak that was causing a lot of delusion and confusion to you in the past, and you're breaking out of you're breaking out of that. Yeah. It's this feeling that like some kind of blessing was being taken away from you, or that you weren't as blessed as that you really are. That something it's given me a big something have been taken away from you, or like you have been punished and a blessing have been taken away. You felt very lost, very in the dark. You felt like you weren't getting the guidance that you needed. It's giving me like a very like it's giving me like a two of swords, like you were being like you were blindfold, like you were blindfolding yourself with that eight of swords too, with the person sitting there wrapped up with the blindfold. It's like you were blindfolding yourself and you weren't able to see that you were walking down the path, that you were doing what you needed to do, that you were, it's like you were already walking down, trust that you were already walking down the path, but for some reason you felt blindfolded, like you weren't. You felt like you were wondering. You felt like you were lost. You felt like you didn't know what you were doing. But the whole time that you were like stumbling around and that you just felt, that way, you were still walking down the path. Like your intuition was still coming in, spirit is like, you just needed to see that you weren't lost. Yeah. Tower. There's a major tower moment happening here for you. And I think this tower moment is happening so that you can realize that you weren't lost. I'm also seeing like a big obstacle is being cleared out of your subconscious. Like a huge obstacle here. Like there was a tower moment. It's like, I feel like you felt lost because you were going through like a tower moment. And it wasn't like, the tower moment is usually like a big sudden change, but for some reason I'm getting like, this is like spirit, like instead of like they're showing me like something and it's like boom and it just like happens, and then they're like no, it was just kind of like gradual, like it kind of, instead of being like boom like a big spike, it was kind of just like a something like that, where they were like, it was more gradual. So maybe you didn't recognize it as a tower moment because it was like really gradually coming in, or it was gradually happening, which is weird because the tower is usually like sudden change, like, like the lightning strike. Page of Wands. But whatever this is, this tower moment, it's good news, right? It's a tower moment of good news coming into you that is sending you on your path, sending you on your way, making you realize, no, I was walking my path. Like I was already on my path, but then I stopped walking my path because I felt like I was lost. Like I wasn't getting the guidance that I needed, that I didn't understand what was really happening. But Spirit is saying with this, your friends are here to help you, right? Like your spirit guides are like, we never left you. We were always there. You just needed to figure this out. You just needed to see it. You needed to work on your self-belief, your understanding. Maybe you were going through a dark night, so you felt like lost, or you felt confused, or you felt like you didn't know what you were doing because you were very much so. I'm seeing like the Five of Cups. They're saying lamenting over the past, which is like Five of Cups energy for me. Your intuition was being upgraded, is what I'm hearing. Your intuition was being upgraded, and so it's like you were stopped. You were stopped on your path. Yeah, Hangman. So you were stopped so that you were stopped. Your world got turned upside down, but it wasn't like a shoop. It was kind of like a more like that kind of energy where you got put up, or I guess it's like this, and you very slowly got put upside down so that you could see things from a different perspective. You're actually the Nine of Pentacles, but for some reason you felt like you weren't. Or maybe you had this moment of feeling like that, like you had this healing moment, this happiness, this kind of glow up energy, and then like you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I feel so good, it's bliss, it's so wonderful, and then it's like boom, 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 like, oh, I feel so lost, I don't know what's happening, I don't know. But Spirit is saying like, no, you do know what's happening. But it's like you were confused, like you confused yourself long enough that you weren't walking away from a particular situation, and it was keeping you stuck because you felt like you didn't know what you were doing. Like Spirit is saying like no, your path was there, like your path is right there. It's okay, like just trust it, just walk forward. It's okay, And I feel like there was some healing that needed to happen here. Yeah. Right? Spirit was saying you stopped walking down this path because there was an obstacle that they're saying you allowed to stop you. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and it might have took you off divine timing, or it might have pushed back your timing a little bit. Not like Spirit's like not in a bad way or anything like that. Like, it's just what happened. But I definitely feel like there's a resurgence happening here. There is going, right? Like you felt this is like at your lows, and then boom, like there's going to be a huge spiritual download that you're going to go through. That's like just going to wake you up, right? It's definitely going to wake you up. Page of Cups. There's that not Three of Swords, but the Three of Wands we were talking about in the first pile, in the first group. And it's like it's just gonna be like spiritual upgrade, like upgrade to your senses. King of Pentacles in reverse. What is this? Spirit saying this is a person. King of Pentacles in reverse. What is this King of Pentacles in reverse? Five of Swords. A masculine energy, Emperor. How I was feeling that father issues. It's father wounds. You had father wounds here that really had this very defeatist mindset with you. It's you could have had it from feeling like you did not have very reliable masculine energy in your life. I feel like this is an energetic upgrade that you were facing. Like, right? This obstacle that was holding you back. I'm like, there was an obstacle that was holding you back. Father wounds, King of Pentacles in reverse. A defeatist mindset that was holding you back. Definitely with this Emperor energy. So your masculine energy needed to be upgraded. Your masculine energy needed to be cleansed. It needed to be helped, right? Because our masculine, when we have father wounds, it manifests in trust issues in relationships. It manifests in trust issues in ourselves. It manifests in lack of worth, especially in investing in your career, investing in your body, investing in your physicality, investing. It shows up as insecurities, and worth in a way of what you bring to a situation, right? Like a Emperor energy, they know their worth, and they know what they bring to a situation. They act, they go forward. So you might have suffered from a lot of indecisiveness. You might have suffered from a lot of insecurity about getting things done. You might have suffered from a lot of procrastination. You might have suffered from feeling, allowing your anxieties to overwhelm you and make it where you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I just won't act at all. I'll run away. I won't face it. I won't deal with it. I'll push back way too deep into this passive energy of, I'll just wait for somebody else to show me what to do, or I'll wait for somebody else to tell me what to do, or I'll wait for somebody else to guide me. I need somebody else to guide me because I don't have that security inside myself. I can guide myself. I can do this, right? I can do this, right? Your masculine energy needed to be upgraded because you had these father wounds inside of you that you really needed to heal. That was really affecting your organizational skills, so time management skills, which is why, like I said, you might have suffered from a lot of anxiety, a lot of social anxiety, a lot of procrastination. You might have this very kind of like loner mentality where it's like you feel like you can't trust other people, so you can't work in groups with other people. You feel like you have to take all the burden onto your own shoulders. Like, no, it's me, and it's all me, and it's only me, and no, I can't trust. It's like you feel like you don't want to, because the Emperor energy is somebody who can delegate tasks. They know where their strengths are, but they also know where other people are stronger about certain things than they are. So they can know how to delegate those tasks, how they can reach out to people, how they can network with people, how they can, command that kind of, like, command a presence, live in their I step into a room and I stand out, and that's okay. So you might have a very kind of like, I just want to duck off. I just want to be on the corner. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be the leader. I'll just, I'll just stand back. I'll let other people just take control of a situation, and I'll give up my power to other people. So you could have suffered from a lot of this because of a really deep father wound that you had. And this is the kind of independence, and this is the kind of upgrade that spirit is trying to make you realize that you needed to heal, right? This is the healing. So a lot of the healing that you've been going through, whether you realize it or not, was to help with this father wound that you have, with this defeatist mindset. Like, why even try? Because people don't have confidence in me. I don't have confidence in myself, and I'm probably not even good enough. I probably can't even do it. I don't have the skills that I need to manage this. I don't know, I guess I can't. Like, you know it's like talking yourself out of, even when you do, even when you know that you're educated, even when you know that you have the skills, or to even stop yourself from being like, okay, well, if you feel like you're not educated, take a course, take a class, do what you need to do, right? And then once you are educated on the situation, no, step into that role of, no, I know what I'm doing. No, I can handle this. No, I do have that. And you might have had a lot of people around you reinforcing this belief, because energetically people could feel that you had um this low, kind of low vibrational inner, like masculine energy. And so you might have had a lot of people marrying that insecurity back to you. So you were very much so like looking towards other people to give you your insecurity, but all they were doing was marrying back your own insecurity to you. So you manifest a lot of people around your life that don't think that you can handle things, that don't have this confidence in you to do what you need to do, because they're just like, no. You might have had people call you indecisive or flaky, or it's like people feel like you're unreliable, like they cannot rely on you. Like maybe even you like in the past, maybe you said, oh yeah, I'll do that, and then you just kind of back out of it, or you don't do it, or you make an excuse, or you kind of weasel your way out of it because you feel like you can't. Or you were in a very passive energy to begin with, where you did not want to do it, and instead of standing up and saying, no, I don't want to do that, I'm not going to pledge myself to that because I don't want to do it, or because I don't have the time, or because I feel like somebody else could, or like I said, it's like I don't feel like I have the strength to do this. But you said yes anyway. And then you either do it and you still do it very inconfidently, or you kind of like back out of it and you're like, no, I'm just gonna kind of weasel your way out of it. I don't want to like saying that, but you kind of like find excuses as to why you can't, and things come up, and no, I can't, when you should have just had the confidence to step up and say no, or step up, or have the confidence to go, no, I know that I know how to do this, and I can do this, right? So it's this very unreliable kind of back and forth, in and out, in and out. I did keep seeing the Knight of Cups in reverse, which is this very in and out, kind of unreliable, not here for a good time, not here for a long time kind of energy. But it was like here, and I'm not even having a good time, and I'm not going to stay for a long time kind of energy, right? And so this is what you needed to be educated about. I really feel like what Spirit is saying is that to help you, to help assist you in this, there are, and there are lots of things out there that you can do. I am not as educated on this as to tell you what to do to help solve these father wounds. Please, there are so many videos out there, even here on this platform, books out there on how to heal yourself, how to reparent yourself, how to refather yourself. Please do the research, all right? If this is really hitting home with you, even if it's only a few of these things. I'm not saying that you are all of these things, but if you have this, if you have that indecisive, that procrastination, this insecurity of feeling like even though you're educated, you can't do it, or you stop yourself from even educating yourself to how to do it because you don't want to step up in a leadership position. I'm even having a hard time talking. This could be manifesting for some of you in a stutter, as well as a physical impairment of a stutter, where your insecurities inside manifest in that kind of way where you doubt yourself. which I understand, like stutters can also be like medical impairment and all kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, you could have, like, for one of you out there, it manifested as a stutter, because I just stuttered so much on it. So I just got that, instinctively, that one of you out there, a particular masculine energy, is suffering from a father wound, a very deep father wound, where they had a very domineering father figure in their life that was very much so, like, was constantly like, no matter what you do, it's not good enough. No matter what you do, you're failing, right? And they really project that you're failing, you're failing, you're failing, you're failing energy onto you as well. Also, you can have a deep father wound of like an abandonment father wound where your father was not there. And so you did not have that influx of really positive masculine energy in your life, or that influx of a representation of what positive masculine energy was for you. Either way, whether your father was there or whether they weren't, they did not give you a very positive representation of masculine energy. And Spirit is also telling you that, for some of you, they are sending remember, or in Pile 1, I also said that there was a possible mentor. So if you're here from Pile 1, this could be the person that they're talking about, that there is this mentor or this positive influence that's coming into your life that's going to be a very good representation of very positive masculine energy. For some of you, it's going to be somebody who shows you a very much more gentle side of a masculine energy, to where it's like you got the aggressive energy already, but you need to see an example of a masculine energy that's very much so like in a duality with their feminine energy as well. So it's like men don't all, they're showing me in my Breaking Light Feminine deck, they're showing me that the card, there's more than one way to be strong. There's more than one way to be strong. So some of you are going to have this interaction with this masculine energy that's very much so going to show you the more caring, sensitive, kind of King of Cups more energy, where it's like, no, it's okay to cry. No, it's okay to have emotions. You don't have to, shove your emotions out the window. You're not like, you're not like a scaredy cat or a pussy, like something like that, like man up, that kind of energy. Like, you don't have to live up to that standard. You don't have to live up to like a toxic masculine standard of you need to be over aggressive kind of energy. For some of you, you're very much so going to come into a contact, and I'm getting that for some of you, if you feel like that you had abandonment issues from your father, I'm also seeing that you are having like there is a masculine energy that's coming into your situation that's going to be like a romantic partner, that very much so is that very I'm a man energy, right? Like, or like, I'm getting specifically who this is for. It's like a very masculine energy where it's like, I know some of you might be like, I don't need a father, but it's gonna be a person that comes into your life that is gonna show you this is what. Oh my gosh. They're saying all kind of like crazy. They're like, not crazy stuff, but they're just like, I'm gonna show you what your father should have showed you. I'm gonna show you what it really means to have a reliable, constant man in your life. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna show you how you should have been taught to expect a man to treat you, right? To expect a masculine. This person is a man. This person is a man coming into a woman's life in this particular situation, and they're like, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna be there for you in a way that your father wasn't, that past relationships weren't, past lovers weren't. I'm gonna show you what you should have been expecting out of the men in your life to begin with, right? Ooh, golly. This person has really strong Emperor energy. Okay? Really strong Emperor energy. Um, yeah. And I'm not exactly sure how this person is going to come into your, like, yes, I am getting lover. For some of you, like I said, it's going to be a mentor. It's going to be a friend. It's going to be somebody that has like a position of power kind of over you. Not really. It's like lightly. It's like a leader of a group or something like that. And they're like, this is how, this is, it's a person that's going to assist you in refathering and reparenting yourself, with showing you an example and showing you that you can trust other people to have this energy that you needed your father, that you needed your father to have for you, right? Because in a situation like that, right, we really, feminine people that resonate more in feminine energy, they look towards their father, towards examples of their partners in the future, towards examples of how they feel like they should be treated, also how they feel like they should treat themselves, right, in their more masculine qualities. Because that's why we have both, because we both need to be able to handle both feminine, passive, sitting back, relaxing, letting it flow, letting it come to you, enjoying the beauty and the creation energy and the power and the sexual energy and things like that, that are housed in the growth energy, abundance energy that's in the feminine energy. But then we also need to be aware of the strike, of the go forward, of the defend myself, of the stand up for myself, and of the go forward and strive in your career and build things for yourself, right? You don't, the feminine energy gives you the idea and the creativity, and then the masculine energy gives you the strive and the drive and the motivation to get it done, right? Which is why we need both to build things in our lives, whether or not it's relationships, careers, right? Build, we need both energy, and they both need to be working in tandem with each other, in a balance with each other. But right now, this group is really being guided to heal this father wound that they have inside of them, which is something. So if you feel like that, you're like, oh, this is annoying that I have like this social anxiety. It's annoying that I feel like I can't trust other people, or like I don't want to work with other people even though I need to. You might um you might be involved in groups, but then you just always stay on the outskirts of the group instead of really diving in and being in the group and being an active member, or an active part in a group, because you have this very kind of like, yeah, there's this feeling like you can't trust people because people will let you down kind of energy. Or it's like, I can't trust people where I'm moving, and to let people know where I'm moving or how I'm moving, because they won't even show up. Just like my father didn't show up for me, these other people they're not going to show up. Woo! Group 2. I just dove down a whole ass rabbit hole. I hope I didn't trigger anybody too much. I wasn't trying to bring up, issues, but if you need to cry, if you need to let it go ahead. If you need to pause, or you want to do what you got to do, right? But I'm feeling a really big tug in your heart chakra to do this healing. Yeah, because what? 10 of Pentacles. This is going to be something that's going to not only really help you in your career, right? But it's really going to help you let go of a mask. It's really going to help you let go of, it's like, sometimes our higher heart energy that we're showed, sometimes the things that we're showed and build inside of us, they're built on faulty foundations, right? Tower. The masculine energy that you built up inside you was very much so built on a faulty foundation. And it was very much so built on a lot of lack, a lot of fear energy, right? A lot of, oh, I need to be wanted by masculine energy. I don't have a strong masculine energy inside of myself. It could have even manifested in kind of like this knight, like I need a white knight to come in and save me. I need a man to save me, or I need somebody to save me. Or if you are like a more masculine energy, it's like, I'm going to just sit back and let other people, I'm not a leader. I'm not that guy. I'm not that person, or I'm not that woman. I just need to sit back and let other people take their positions and take their roles. I'm not going to strive for that promotion or for that whatever, right? It's like, nah, it's good enough. I'll just let good enough be good enough. So all of those things can fall under father wounds that you need to heal in your masculine energy, right? And it doesn't have to be just your father that gave you these issues, right? It could be past relationships. It could be past life relationships. It could be past life experiences that really kind of brought you into a situation already at a deficit in your masculine energy, right? This is definitely going to help you with this. I need outside guidance. I don't know what to do. I can't tap in. No, this is being upgraded. So your masculine intuitive energy is going through a massive upgrade right now, and that's happening because there are these father wounds, this King of Pentacles energy in reverse that you need to heal. And this, when you're healing this, and you're really letting go of this energy, right? It's going to create a lot of stability, a lot of growth, excuse me, a lot of allowing abundance, striving after your abundance, doing what you need to do. Go ahead, like they're showing me like striking while the iron's hot. It's like your feminine side will be like knowing, intuitive knowing, and your masculine energy will be like act. Intuitive knowing, act. Intuitive knowing, act. Right? If your intuition, if your feminine intuition pops in and it says, okay, wait, your masculine energy is gonna know when to back off, right? Emperor energy knows when to act and when to sit back in their more feminine energy and allow situations and watch and allow situations to play out in front of them. So it's going to be this really good balance between your feminine energy telling you to sit back, analyze, find out what's happening, and then your masculine energy of, okay, strategy, plan, organize, act, right? And it's going to create this more even flow for you. Sounds good, collective. Sounds like you're doing the damn thing, collective, okay? Right? And it's going to create not only a lot of actual real world material abundance, right, in your life, but it's going to create a brand new, very long lasting foundation that is going to be a new mindset that you're going to carry for the rest of your life, right? When you start healing this, it's going to help you and it's going to affect you on so many deeper levels than you even realize, not just in relationships, but in your career, in your everyday life, how you function, how even something as simple as, what do I want for dinner? What am I doing? Right? Where am I going? Am I going to get up and do this? Yep, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this. It's going to affect how you eat, how you move, how you exercise, how you take care of your body, how you interact with other people, the types of groups of friends that you have around you, the types of relationships that you get into. It's going to affect a lot because it's a massive purging out of your heart chakra that needs to happen here with this King of Pentacles kind of energy, right? And when you let go of a lot of that procrastination, because at the end of it, so many people think procrastination is laziness. It's not. Underneath procrastination is fear, right? A fear that you don't know how to do it, you won't do it well enough, or that you will fail even after you try your hardest, right? Social anxiety. I will be judged. I won't know what to say. I won't know what to do. People in the end, I have a fear that people in the end will abandon me, won't want me, will judge me, won't be the right people, and I'll trust the wrong people and then let people that hurt me in, right? All that is insecurities, and at the base of all of it is fear, right? I'm afraid to act because what will happen? What if I'm not good enough? It's like, I won't even act because what if I don't know what I'm doing? And then even worse, a bigger fear, what if I do know what I'm doing and I try my hardest and it still isn't good enough? Right? That's all these father wounds, and they're all things that it's a soul contract here between this mentality that you need to drop because it's a limiting mentality, and it's also, it feeds your ego, right? This energy, it really attaches and feeds your shadow and feeds your ego and feeds your mask. And they're also, it's a soul contract that you need to drop. It's a toxic mentality that you need to drop, okay? And like I said, it's also a mask that you need to drop, and it's also old traditional mindsets, Hierophant energy that you need to drop, that were passed down to you. Yeah, look, all this masculine energy manifesting, right? And what can you do? What can you do after you drop this, after you end this, right? I know who I am. I know my truth. I know what I am. I stand up for myself. I speak my truth, right? I know how to use logic to make a plan, then King of Wands, act on it, right? I will defend. I will act. I have passion. I have understanding, and I have the drive and the passion to get it done. Wow, right? I will educate myself. If I feel like I can't, like I don't know what to do, I will know how to communicate well with other people. I will either get the education that I need from somebody else so I know it, or I will outsource it to somebody else that I know can handle it. I will come bring them in. This is a limiting mindset here that needs to be dropped, right? because it's stifling you. It's stifling your ability. It's making you all constantly doubt yourself, right? And it's shutting down your heart chakra, like I said. You know, it's making you close down your emotions. It's making you close down your heart chakra. It's making you feel like you can't allow abundance to come into your life because somehow you feel like you don't deserve it. So that's what you're going to be developing here, is this King of Swords, King of Wands energy in your masculine energy. Right? And you don't, and like I said, you don't have to be a man, or you don't have to resonate mostly in your masculine energy to need to do this work. Everybody needs to do this work, right? Wow. What? Yes, this one. Lovers in reverse. Decisiveness. Making a choice. I also feel like it's going to make you so much more discerning about your partners, about the partners that you choose, right? Instead of having this, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, or you know what, I'll let them. If you're a more feminine energy, it's like choosing partners that fulfill this abandonment issue inside of you, or emotion chasing, running. I need that masculine energy in my life. I need that masculine energy in my life, right? I really feel like this is going to manifest in partnerships as well. Like a big major change of that this healing is going to manifest is in your partnerships. It's going to be like, you know what, I'm fine by myself. If you don't like me, that's okay. Somebody else will. You know, I'm not going to chase after somebody who treats me like I don't matter as much to them, or like, you know, it's whatever, it's casual. Or whatever the situation was in your past, right? It's like I said, it's really going to help you be a lot more decisive in choosing partnerships, friendships, business partners, lovers, all of the above. And it's also going to really help you in choosing a lifelong partner that's going to be very stable and is going to be something long lasting. Yeah, this is definitely a contract that needs to be. Oh, look at that. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Not working, not stability, not feeling like you deserve it. You know, all of that energy. So this is energy that's really going to help in a lot of different ways in your life. A big, big, major upgrade. So Spirit is saying it's okay. You know, it's happening. Jealousy also. Ooh. Right? This could definitely help in some kind of jealousy issues, especially if you have people around you that are succeeding and you feel that kind of jealousy about them, or even if it's a more casual form of jealousy, like, oh, I wish I could just be like you. I wish I could just do it and let it go, and I didn't have all these emotional hangups, you know? It doesn't have to be like, I hate them, you know? Even in a light sense, right? Having that jealousy inside. Seeing people succeed and kind of being like, oh, I wish that was me, you know? Or kind of having a jealousy about other people who are in successful relationships. You know, it's like, damn, like everybody else found a relationship. Why can't I find one? You know, stuff like that, you know? So it's really going to help. Yeah. Because this low vibrational masculine energy can manifest in this jealousy inside of you in different ways, right? Also possibly in ways when you are succeeding and seeing that and assuming that other people around you are jealous of you as well, kind of feeding into the more like ego side of it. Second chance, someone wants a second chance. I really feel like this is there's also a side thing here that I know what I just said, but there is a situation here where there is somebody on the outside of you that's jealous of you. Yeah. as you're doing this healing, there could be somebody from your past that wants to come back over, that wants to come over because they're very jealous of all the upgrades that you're making in your life. That's just a side thing. But also, like I said, mainly for the message from most of you is that it is a jealousy energy that's within you. But also, like I said, but look, make the first move. Did I not say that? With that masculine energy, it'll help you to make the first move. But also, this energy just wants to show itself. There's a childish person that's playing a third party energy here. Separation. I'm gonna be honest, I'm also feeling like there could be an issue here of your subconscious playing, like your wounded inner child could have had you in a role where you were playing the third party, right? Where it's like chasing after emotionally unavailable people, or actually unavailable people that are in relationships already. Some of you might have had a very negative influence on that kind of issue. You could have seen your father cheat on your mother a lot, or cheat on a lot of other people, go from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship kind of energy. So there could be those self-worth issues kind of related to that, manifesting in the fact that maybe you felt like you constantly attracted people who were already in relationships. Like, what? Because there is this issue here, there is this sense here too also that you have this inner light inside of you to where you very much so attract people around you who are, this is reminding me of like pile 1 too, where there's like energetic, like people, you're like an activation energy to other people around you as well. So there's kind of like this energy of people wanting to have you, or kind of like you're a fantasy to people in some type of way. It's like, yeah, it's this weird fantasy issue where like people fantasize about you and they want to like leave their partners, or they use you as like, this person would be so much better than my partner is, but then they don't treat you that well, or they treat you like an option, or they treat you like a side piece, or like a side dude, a side chick. Or they even might leave their partners for you, but then they end up getting really mad about it, projecting issues onto you. That's a whole, this is trying to go a whole separate deep reading on that. Okay, that's a completely another deep reading for another day, spirit. Okay, we're not going to go down that path right now. Okay, but also there is an issue here where somebody here could be dealing with a child. Let's align this. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is wanting to manifest in all different kind of ways. They're going down all different kind of pathways right now. With this. Situation. Yeah. They are kind of hinting on some of the ways that this parent wound could have manifested inside of you, as you constantly feeling like you're being put in a third party situation, whether you know it or you don't. From the past, that could also be happening to you, or Spirit wants to say for you, like this situation happened in the past for you to have this spiritual evolution, to eventually get to a place where you're like, I can't do this anymore. I need to heal this inside of me. There has to be something inside of me that needs to heal as to why this is happening. So they do want to say that. There's this big separation. There could be a separation wound too here. Your parents could have separated or divorced, or they could have done like a breakup, makeup sort of type thing, which also created this father wound inside of you, this instability in masculine energy. Like it's totally normal that masculines come in and out, in and out, in and out of your life. That's normal. So that manifested into your relationships, and also into the way that you, like I said, this back and forth, flaky kind of, yes, I'll do it, no, I won't do it, yes, I'll do it, no, I won't do it, I don't know kind of energy. Yeah, so definitely that could have manifested inside of you and kind of had that effect on you as well. There's also this energy of second chances, like letting people that hurt you come back into your life over and over and over again, giving out so many second chances. Because it's like well, I want somebody to give me a chance, so I'll give this person a chance, and I'll give them a chance over and over and over again to hurt me. That could have replayed out in this father energy or this masculine energy coming in and out of your life, in and out your life again, where it's like, oh, they always want to come back. I'll give them a second chance. Then they always end up hurting me and leaving again. And that could have been manifesting in your relationships or in your career choices, all different kind of ways that it was manifesting in your life. And I've already covered the jealousy thing. But there's also somebody here needs to know that there is somebody that you've separated from that really wants a second chance, but they're very jealous of you. They're playing a third party interference in something right now, but you've separated away from this person and you're being protected. Rejection is divine protection. So there is somebody outside of you, like a friend or possibly a lover that you chose to separate from. They're in some karmic energy and they're jealous of everything that's going on in your life right now. Yeah. Definitely there's a long, this was somebody that you were in a long-term partnership, friendship, business relationship, whatever. Another cue to you is this person could be sick. They could be like getting sick and staying sick all the time. Or I'm hearing somebody say sick in the head. Okay, calm down. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but that's what I just heard my spirit guide say. So this person could be suffering from some kind of mental illness or mental instability. They're showing me the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this person could be going through some kind of, they could be going through some kind of mental evolution themselves. Okay. Or, ooh, my spirit guide just said mental de-evolution. Like they're going backwards into a karmic state. This person is very much so jealous of all the healing. This could be a person that also has these same father-parent wounds inside of them that they need to heal, and they feel very jealous that you're healing them. But always, at the end of the day, we're all always responsible. This person could choose to heal just like you are, but they're not. Also, I feel like I said, new lover, right? There's a new lover or a new masculine energy coming into your life to really help you learn this. Like for some of you, it could be some kind of life coach, right? Y'all be mindful of these masculine coaches out there, all these podcasts and shit like that, red pill, blue pill bullshit that's popped up. Y'all be careful because a lot of those people are speaking out of their own father wounding, okay? And preaching for people to stay sick instead of preaching for people to get better. So y'all be aware. Y'all use your intuition. Yeah. Past life karma. There's some past life karma. I really feel like this is a cyclical cycle. It's probably like, I'm hearing my spirit guide say his father did it to him and his father did it to him and his father did it to him. Kind of toxic generational mindset of this kind of unreliable masculine energy. I feel like you're breaking out of it. You're healing this. You know, yeah. Focus on family. It's definitely something that's passing down in your family. You'll know, right? I don't know, maybe you might know. Very soon, a change is coming very soon. Movement and breaking free. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit. So there is, you need to heal. So there's a big, there's a big issue here of like, oh yeah, with this mind game, someone is playing childish mind games. I'm getting like, it's like, I'm hearing that, I'm hearing like mind playing tricks on you, like your own mind, your own ego, your shadow self playing tricks on you kind of energy. But I definitely feel like I said, very soon you're going to very much so be breaking out of this, and a big movement energy is going to happen. There's going to be this tower moment where this energy can be healed, right? It's going to be like you're researching, you're going into it, you're doing guided meditations, therapy, counseling, also other people coming into your life, soul energy, soulmate energy coming into your life. A very protective energy as well. Whoever this person is a very protective energy. Like I said, for some of you, I feel like too, there could have been a lot of issues around lust energy for you guys. So possibly, issues with, reserving versus like giving out your sexual energy to people as well. I'm hearing a need to be wanted kind of energy, playing mind games with yourself and being involved with people who play mind games with you. Learn to let them reach out. Energy, third party energy, like I said, all that. Maybe even possibly issues around marriage or commitment issues manifesting around being in committed long-term relationships, all kind of issue. Betrayal, dealing with a lot of betrayal. Like I said, a marriage could have ended here because of cheating or because of lying. Focus on family, third party interference, break free. Yeah, I really feel like you're breaking free of a lot of toxic patterns in your choices in partners and your choices and mindsets toward yourself, how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself. A lot of that is changing for you. Wow. Okay. Like we went into a super deep reading for you, group 2. Okay. I pray that those who need to get this clarity and this guidance find it here. Okay. Like I said before, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm just reading the cards and seeing what I see here. So if you guys feel like you're dealing with that, if some of this hit home for you, at least you kind of know, like your spirit guides are bringing it to your awareness. So now you know you can read the books, you can get the research, you can, just have discernment as to, as to what information you're taking in and making a part of your consciousness, right? There's a lot of BS out there too. Although while there are tons of really great research and resources out there, there are also a lot of people who are speaking out of hurt and pain, right? There are a lot of people out there preaching, playing mind games more than they are, and they're preaching it as a way out when it's really just a way in, right? It's really just a way to curl yourself into your own toxic mindset. So be careful about a lot of people, a lot of false people out there preaching that they found some way out of the system when it's really just a way for you to get even more involved and even more involved into your system, right? If anything, if anybody's preaching that you need to give in, play the mind games, return their sane energy, oh, they're playing mind games, so you playing mind games too. Anybody that's preaching any of that kind of stuff to you or telling you that that's the way you need to handle this, or that you need to assume that people are shisty or terrible or anything like that, be aware that those people are speaking from a place of pain themselves. Wish them better, wish them a better attitude, and move on about your business. Be careful where you're investing. Make sure that you're not investing into continuing to let your ego be stroked, and to hear what feels good, and to hear what feels like, yeah, you're right, you should treat these people like crap, or it's normal that people treating you like shit. Be aware of that, because there's a lot of that out there right now. So be mindful of that, especially around healing your around healing your masculine energy. Okay, there's a lot of BS swirling around out there in the consciousness right now. I really feel like all this is coming up so that it could be kind of bashed down, so it can be dealt with. There's a lot of people spewing their kind of hurt and pain out there and trying to say, oh, I got over it. I'm over all the pain that I dealt with, and this is how you should do it too. So be mindful of as if this person that you're taking this information, are they actually speaking from a place of healing, or are they speaking from a place of turning off their feelings and detaching from how they actually feel about things? Are they speaking from a place of their ego? Are they speaking from a place of putting other people down instead of bringing other people up? So just be aware of that. Some of you might have been participating or kind of viewing this energy. Okay, it needs to be cleansed, it needs to be purged out of you, so be aware of that. At the end of the day, it's your choice how you choose to handle this. I'm gonna let you do you, right? Also, at the end of the day, if you're like, nah, this ain't me, this ain't it, I'm triggered, I don't feel like it, no, that's fine. It's just a general reading. It doesn't have to apply to you. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't have to apply to you. That's okay too. Like I said, both groups, or one or the other groups, might have applied to you more than the other. Let it resonate as it does for you. Thank you so much for being here with me, collective. Also, understand that the things that I talk about, they're just my opinions, and it's just my opinion on what I'm seeing in the cards. So at the end of the day, you don't have to let it take from you, right? If it doesn't apply to you, leave it here for somebody else, right? Thank you so much for being here with me as always. If this resonated for you, you're welcome to start a conversation down in the comment section down below. Okay, if you feel comfortable with that, let me know. Like the content if you liked it. Okay, share it if you feel like there's somebody else out there that could really help. Okay, bring some enlightenment to, or whatever the situation is. Okay, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you can know of when I upload my videos. All right, down below, if you feel guided, you will find links to donate to the channel or tip to the channel. Thank you very much if you do decide to do that, as well as you will find my contact information if you want to reach out, if you want to have spirit or personal reading from me. Okay, My contact information is down below as well. You will find my link to my shop down below where you guys can purchase tarot card decks that I make myself. Okay, thank you guys so very much for being here with me. I really appreciate it. I hope this gave you the clarity that you needed in a situation that you're looking for. Okay, and I will see you lovelies in the next one. Bye.